Hi, it's Artemy. You can also call me Art, and you can find me at CUArtist pretty much everywhere. More on the topic of coloring for today, because in today's video, I actually used some color theory for the first time. Ever since I started doing digital art, I have always had a hard time with colors. I've gotten less frustrated with it since figuring out how to use layers and stuff and editing, which I should learn how to actually use color theory so I don't have to rely on editing afterwards, but I always just find it so hard to not pick any color I want and kind of go for it, and also tend to just kind of pick what is really real life, which doesn't necessarily help set the mood and stuff. And I've done so much research on color and coloring in comics specifically because I've known, I'll throw up some of the old pages that I did. I was always like, it doesn't feel quite right, and I didn't know what it was, so I would try to put overlay layers on it to try and blend the colors nicely, and it still never felt quite right. I did get less frustrated once I was doing more watercolory stuff with Procreate, but it never was like a whole scene put out, never a full comic page. It can definitely be a struggle to pick colors of things. In this particular page, it was the first page of the new scene, and I was picking colors for clothes, and I know color schemes for each character. I was having a hard time picking something that would look nice and make sense for the character. So I finally sat down and used the color wheel. And so far, I think that the colors are turning out really nice. It is definitely less busy than I would normally make things, and that's probably for the best. So I do think I will try and do that more in the future, but there are definitely some outfits and stuff that I already know what the colors are supposed to be for it, and I might tweak them. It was interesting to have been reading about this kind of thing for so long, trying to be able to figure out harmonious colors. I once even sent an ask on Tumblr to John Allison, who I've mentioned before. He did Scary Go Round and Giant Days, to ask him how he got his colors so cohesive, and he recommended me a book that I never looked at. And I did a lot of research because I could not, for the life of me, figure out how to make things have any cohesion. So it is interesting to finally be actually taking those steps to implement what I have done research on. And I do have some more Skillshare classes on my list of things to do in regard to color theory. Do you have a hard time picking colors that aren't what would be in the real world? Because that is definitely one of the biggest things I struggle with. Yeah, choosing colors is definitely hard. So, thanks for listening. I hope to see you tomorrow.